Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to our group presentation for Info 2303 database programming. So our project is called CareNet Health Connect, which is a database application system that designed to improve a healthcare access for underserved communities. So my name is Muzammel, which is followed by my group members, which is Muhammad Nazhim, Ahmad Azfar, and also Shazwan Shah. So we will walk you through our design, implementation, and a live demonstration of our system. So let us get started.
So now, to understand why CareNet exists, we first need to understand the problem it solves. Many people living in rural or underdeveloped areas face three compounding challenges when it comes to healthcare. First, geographic isolation. Healthcare centers are often located far from where patients live, making even routine checkups a difficult journey. Second, financial barriers. Consultations, medications, and diagnostic tests frequently exceed what low-income households can afford. And last but not least, delayed treatment. Because of these two obstacles, patients tend to wait until their condition is severe before seeking help, which drives up costs and worsen outcomes. CareNet was built as a direct response to these three problems.
And now we look at the solution. Introducing CareNet, which is a centralized database platform that connects patient, healthcare professional, emergency services, and insurance providers through a single integrated system. The platform supports 5 core services. Patient can schedule remote video consultation with registered healthcare expert. Prescribed medication are delivered directly to the patient's home. Ambulance services can be booked for both emergency and non-emergency transport. Patient can apply for government subsidized health insurance through the system. And finally, patient can submit structured feedback on their experience. And together, these 5 services replace the need for patients to physically travel to multiple separate facilities.
I will be presenting on the database design for the EER diagram on the CareNet system. So as we can see here, there are around 10 core entities for this CareNet system, which are, as we can see here, a service record, insurance application, feedback, ambulance book, appointment, patient, medication delivery, medication, prescription, and also doctor. So as we can see here in the ER diagram, the patient entity sits at the center of the schema that connects all 7 surrounding processes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this means that it reflects the real world reality that every operation in CareNet revolves around patient activity. So the schema was normalized to a third normal form. So firstly, we ensured that all attributes were atomic and removed the repeating groups. And next, we confirm every non-key attribute depended on the full primary key. And then finally, we eliminated transitive dependencies so that each attribute depends only on its primary key. So this process will remove all the data redundancy and prevents an update anomalies. So all relationships are expressed using cross-foot notation, which clearly label cardinality. So for example, this one patient can book many appointments, but each appointment only belongs to exactly only one patient. So by this pattern, it holds consistently across all the 10 business rules. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now let's move to the live demo. So I will be walking you through the three PLSQL object we built for CareNet. So basically, we have these three admin tasks. It's firstly, the first object is to automate the insurance eligibility processing. And then the second one is to update the ambulance billings. And then the third and last object is to is to basically do a cost reporting lah. So without further ado, let's go to the codes here. So so basically when I run this first cell, okay, it's just to see the current status before the procedure runs, right? And then when I run the the first object, basically, as we can see here for the patient 002, it's approved because the income level is below 4,000 ringgit. And then for the patient 005, since its income is above 4,000 ringgit, then we reject it. And for application ID 99, since it does not exist, then it give error. So we also include that as in the error handling. So the system does not crash or whatsoever, it still runs. So moving on to the second object, basically when ambulance service charge needs to be adjusted due to basically correction or policy changes, admin staff previously had to update records manually with no safeguards. So this procedure validates the booking exists before making any changes. So I'm gonna run this cell here, and we can see here booking 001 exists and the cost get updated to 300 ringgit. And then we also include error handling for, since patient 999 doesn't exist, so yeah, it return error. If you run for that same patient 001, you can see the service cost has been updated to 300. And next, for the last object, this last one is basically a function, SF get total ambulance spend. This actually basically support subsidy reporting by computing how much a specific patient has spent on ambulance service in total. So it's a function rather than a procedure because it returns a value. We can call it directly inside select here. So let me just run all of this one cell. So for the first patient ID 01, total spend is 300, as we know before this. And for patient 002, total spend is 190. And then patient with no bookings, it should return 0. And yes, it does return 0.
And to wrap up all that, CareNet demonstrates how a well-designed relational database can directly support real-world social objectives. We built a normalized schema across 10 entities, implemented automated administrative logic through PLSQL, and wrote SQL queries that extract meaningful operational insights from the data. Most importantly, the system is aligned with SDG 3, which aim to ensure healthy life and promote well-being for all at all ages. We believe that thoughtful database design is not just a technical exercise, it is a tool for making essential services more accessible to the people who need them most. And that's all from us. Thank you for watching.